Page 87, happy birthday to you. At the top of the page, they're introducing us to a new note, new type of note. You see, so far, we've had whole notes, circle. And you divide a whole note, you get 2 half notes. You divide a half note, you get 2 quarter notes. Well, if we divide a quarter note, we get 2 eighth notes, and that's what they're doing here. They're showing them at the top, but they're only showing like 2 of them, and they have that beam across that connects them together. It is possible to have just a single eighth note, and if it does, it's going to have a little flag flying at the end, blowing in the wind, so to speak, at the end of it. But when they put them together, multiple eighth notes, they usually beam them according to the beat, according to the feel of the beat. And that's why if the beat is quarter notes, like a 3/4 time or 4/4 time, then they'll usually be beamed 2 eighth notes together because that's the beat. And there's different ways of counting. Different teachers teach different ways. You do it any way you want. I do it similar to what the book does, is I put an and in between the number. The number is the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here it's a 3/4 time, so just go 1, 2, 3, 1. Those are quarter notes. That's the beat. So if I put an and in between them, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and, that's the speed of the eighth notes. And that's how we figure them out. I don't like their little exercise on rhythm. I want to use the piece. In happily, we have 2 eighth notes at the beginning, and we're coming in on beat 3. This is actually the same tune as the previous video, except now we've changed the words and we're adding eighth notes. 3 and 1 is what it is. So it's here, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and that's as complicated as eighth notes get right there. Just if you can understand that, you got it. Just count them out. Now again, you're only counting when you're first learning a piece so you can get the rhythm down. Once you have the rhythm down, you feel it. I don't have to keep saying 1 and 2 and 3 and. I just know there's 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I know there's a couple eighth notes in there. I can feel them. This is the same as the previous video. I really don't want to have to repeat absolutely everything again. But still, let's go through the routine, because getting into the habit of that routine is important, or some routine. So it's 3 lines long, treble and bass clef, 3/4 time. The melody, for the most part, is in the left hand, but the right hand gets melody sometimes. And you got fermatas, we got phrasing, got stuff going on. Okay, we can do the stuff going on. We got eighth notes too. So again, we're in middle C position because you're starting out with 4th finger here. That puts the left hand here. And the right hand start here. When it comes in, that puts the right hand here. That's middle C position. So it's just 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and. So you go through and make sure you can play all the way through. No hesitations anywhere, get them all worked out. And then we add in the articulation again as the phrasing, connect it. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Just lift up between the it's like taking a breath. If you're singing it, that's where you can breathe if you want to. That's all right. Then the dynamics, so it goes to the melody. Whatever you think moderately loud is. Mezzo forte, keep everything else in the background. So it's got to sound like one hand is playing all these notes, even though the melody is going back and forth between the hands. That's the dynamics. I didn't do the fermatas. I forgot the fermatas. Hang on to those. You remember the fermatas? You gotta to hang on to them. With a metronome, I'm going to double the value of the fermatas. I'm going to hold it for 2 counts instead of 1 on the quarter notes. Speed, well, you're wishing somebody a happy birthday. You get to be my age, it's more like a congratulations on making it another year. You go through and learn it. Have fun with it. When you feel you're ready, come back. Let's play it together slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms and everything. I'm going to do both hands about the same loudness. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I am going to hold the fermata notes 2 counts instead of 1. I'll give us 2 counts. Ready, go. Now let's play it together slowly. Now this time on ready, go, because we start with 8th notes, I'm going to go ready and go and, because that's the speed of the 8th notes. Ready and go and.